recording. 3 for 3. 4 for 4. Look at that. That's red. That means we're recording.
We're back.
There's so much happening right now.
Everything is back.
Except for Gage.
Yeah, Jordan's
But
back.
now there's Jordan, and he is fired up right now. He is.
Jordan's back from his trip. The podcast is back. It's a good week.
And Jordan's in charge of everything right now. Jordan is expending. Jordan, are you going to get really good drone clips of this right now?
Such good drone clips. Drew,
You guys in this drone.
you guys are going to be blown away.
Just because he wants to pick up more skills, dude.
Yeah.
He wants to learn everything.
We had a conversation about it. We cleared it up.
I'm not even going to fly them. I'm just going to walk around holding it.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
What are you drinking?
Coffee, and then I put some kind of, I put that butter stuff in it.
Is it good?
It's actually, it's tasty. Yeah.
All right.
I've been crushing all of that stuff. All the wild feather medicinals stuff. Yeah.
Big fan?
Their apple cider vinegar. It has me super, super level.
Is this an ad?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know what we were about to get into because I'm not super versed on it.
No, neither was I. Because it's all like complicated stuff. I was like, I don't know how to drink bone broth or like this weird chai tea stuff. And I started drinking it. I was like, oh, it's not as complicated as I thought.
Giving up energy drinks?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I got my blood work done, and my blood work came back pretty bad.
Where you couldn't have been expecting it to be good though.
I wasn't feeling great,
Mm-hmm.
and it came back, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty appropriate. But it's all just stress.
Yeah.
It's everything was like, he was like, how are your stress levels? And I was like, well, you see. So yeah, trying to back off energy drinks a little bit. I was doing 1 to 2 a day, plus pre-workout, plus a lot of coffee. So I was at way too much caffeine. But there's a sort of a pace I need to work at right now, and I'm doing it.
What are the other action items for your health?
Well, he said that in your 20s,
okay,
you can party and be a maniac.
That's Jordan. We have the whole spectrum covered here.
Yeah, so you can be a maniac in your 20s and figure out life. Then, this is my doctor, by the way.
Uh-huh.
My doctor's like, and then in your 30s,
That's me.
You absolute maniac and you grind to build something. And I was like, okay, I did that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all right. Well, I wasn't a maniac in my 20s, but I grinded through my 20s and my 30s. And then he was like, and once you're in your 40s, you shouldn't grind the same as you did in your 20s. You need to start looking at longevity. And I was like, oh, that's not really my action plan, doc. So I'm reformulating my relationship with stress. Okay. So I'm trying to actively look at things different and sort of just process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Stress is do you feel like stress is one of them things where it's all about how you kind of perceive what's on you?
I think so.
And that's what the big shift you're kind of trying to go through right now?
Yep. Because I know people that they have just as much on their plate, and it seems like they don't care about anything.
Yeah.
And I overly care about everything.
Right.
Like every single detail, every single everything. I'm like, this matters so much. So trying to fix that.
All right.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? We missed last week.
You're running.
I apologize to the people that we missed.
Yeah, I was ready to rip last week. You guys were the ones.
What was last week?
You were running, dude. You said you had too much running to do.
No, I didn't.
What's it like being a runner?
I'm not a runner.
How many days a week do you run?
Right now, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 days a week. And how many miles did you run last week?
Last week, probably close to 30. Over 30, maybe.
Okay, so he runs, Jordan, since you're not
But
in this. Hey, shut up. All right.
Where's my sound?
So he runs 4 to 5 days a week, and he runs 30 miles a week. That's 120 miles a month. Would you consider that a runner?
I would consider that a good runner.
Who gave him a microphone?
He's
good runner.
He's literally in charge of everything now. Josh is the IT guy, and Jordan is
Media guy.
the media guy, and he's so happy about it.
He's doing it.
Jeez. What did we do last week? So last week we went on 2 photo shoots. Did you tell Jordan about the photo shoots that we went on last week yet?
Did we?
I got to see the photos.
No. emotionally.
we didn't talk about it.
Oh,
You want to talk about it right now?
We can, yeah.
So, Jordan, this is an intervention. You're very excited, which is sort of bumming me out right now. It's an intervention. So, one of the things we have to do here at Flagner Fail, I'm forgetting that we're on a podcast, is we have to do like these adventures and we shoot stuff, right? But we also have to do our real work. So it's this balancing act. And last week, Gage moved back to California. And then Jordan was on some kind of adventure where didn't Hunter drive his truck off of a cliff?
small cliff.
Oh, a small cliff.
It was a reasonable cliff.
A ledge, per
Yes,
se.
exactly.
Okay. I thought that was hilarious. I liked watching it on the internet. I was like, ha 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 ha.
It was better in real life.
I'm glad he didn't drive off a real cliff.
Yeah.
That
No,
would have been sad.
truck is safe.
All right, good. Tacoma
God,
power,
yeah.
baby. All right, so last week we were working and we decided to do some shoots really quick. We were like, ooh, you know what we should do? Is we should go fishing real quick and do a shoot. And literally we just hopped in the truck, went fishing, and it was very easy. And then we did the same thing with the Polaris and my mom. We did my mom. I took her for a ride on the side-by-side, which was hilarious. But it was very, very simple. And there didn't seem like there was any stress attached around it. And we got back and we all said, we were like, man, that was really, really, really simple. And the first thought was, well, there was less people involved, right? Like it was just, oh yeah, bro, get your camera, let's go. We didn't really need to talk about what we were shooting or why we were shooting it. We were all just like sort of on the same page. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from that was we do a lot of explaining and planning and making sure we get this shot and do this. And it becomes this big production. And it almost sometimes takes the fun away from the actual little tiny event. And that was the biggest takeaway. So we need to figure out, am I framing this properly for Jordan?
Yeah, I think so. One of the things that I'm it's clicking in my head as we're talking about and as we talk about stress and stress we put on ourselves is I think we have the tendency here with everything that we do, whether it's a release or a product or a photo shoot or whatever, is like our natural instinct is to put a lot of attention into like all the planning and all the thing. But then when we go out there, it's like all falls aside. So like going into it with not necessarily like no plan, because there's a level of planning that needs to happen, takes the stress away from all of it leading up to it so that it's just you're looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, because I think that because we're also like from shooting from the hip and doing all these different things, I think that the one cool thing was like no one was like, so wait, what day are we shooting? I was like, I don't know. Like we didn't even really discuss that. I think the conversation was like, hey, you want to shoot now? And everyone was like, all right. And we just like hopped in the truck and went and shot. When if we had the media team here, it would have been like, so what time are we leaving? What are we doing? Are we going here? What should we bring? And it's just like all of that was gone and we just did it. And we can do that. I just want to 100% like,
Yeah. That's what we're doing tomorrow.
like tomorrow, whatever the shoot is tomorrow, it's like, I don't know, 7 a.m. We're going to go, whatever. What are we shooting tomorrow?
We're going up to Norfolk.
Shooting the Polaris tomorrow. But it's just very simple. Like, hey, let's just shoot this, boom, done, simple, and then back. And I think we'll be able to shoot a lot more. But I think having less people involved. Because seeing it on a larger scale, remember the Kill Rob Bailey show? Oh my goodness, you weren't around for that, but
I wish I could release those episodes.
Do you still have them somewhere?
On one of the hard drives.
We can't release them?
We're not supposed to.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to get in trouble.
I also have my HGTV show.
That you probably can't release either.
That'd be hilarious.
What is it called?
I don't know, but
Mountain Living or something.
You know how many people have recognized me from being on that show?
The Instagram page will still occasionally, once every, I don't know, I don't want to be over dramatic, but like I'd say once every like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
I see someone tag and it's like you and Dana just standing there outside that house.
I get recognized in weird places. Like I'll be in like a Target or something and I'll be walking and someone's like, whoa. And I automatically think like, oh, they maybe they know me from Instagram. I'm like, hey, how you doing? They're like, you're that guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy. And they're like, yeah, you bought that mountain house. And I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, you're on HGTV. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was once upon a time.
That house was the house that you bought, right?
I don't think I'm allowed to discuss.
But I'm allowed to. So you could like wink at me.
So I did buy the house from the show.
Yeah.
I bought
That's
that. I bought the house for my parents.
Yeah.
Which whatever. Yeah.
They lived there really long.
They lived there for 2 years. So I bought the house for my parents, but they were like, let's just sort of seem like you're buying it for yourself.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like, okay, cool. I'm buying this for my house myself.
That wasn't close to Leesport, was it?
No, that was 45 minutes away. That was in I forget the area that was in. It was a really cool house though.
Yeah.
They missed it a lot, but
Really?
I'm sure they forgot about it. Yeah, I think they had a good relationship with that house.
I think that happens. Like I miss my Jersey house, but like because of things tied to it or like things I remember from it or like memories made in it, not necessarily like the vessel itself.
Is it weird that I don't miss anything?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
You have to miss something.
Like other than like my grandmother.
Other than like animals or people.
Like things.
Yeah.
Like the Supras or the 993. No, I don't know. I don't miss anything. I don't really have attachment to stuff. Or even like locations or I don't know.
Maybe you would let's play the game. Maybe you miss like things you used to do that you don't do anymore. I don't know what as an example, but
No.
no? All right.
No, if it's not people, I don't really miss stuff.
That's fair.
I don't really care about it. I'm driven towards it, but I don't care about it. Jordan, do we close that loop that we started with you, bud?
I think it's still semi-open, but
Fuck.
I got
Tell
the
us
sentence.
about your
Also,
trip.
I think the trip gave me a very similar kind of perspective as well.
Yeah.
Where we had 4 days, and I was shooting the whole time, doing video for the first time, and like
Crazy.
turning
Did you
into
tell
a,
Rob about
a
the
vlogger.
plot twist of you doing video for the first time?
The plot twist
Make
is
sure the microphone's close enough to
he
your.
checked. I got it.
I'm on it.
Oh yeah, you have
He's
headphones.
hearing himself. Yeah.
Yeah. The plot twist was the microphone on top of it has a separate battery from the camera battery, which I did not check. So the first
Oh, so
2
you
days,
vlogged the whole time with
the
no
first
audio?
2 days, perfect, flawless, A+ performance. The remaining days are so many clips of me talking to the camera and saying all these like philosophical, like amazing things. Like I was on track to win awards, but no audio. The microphone was dead.
Yeah. Welcome to video.
Yeah.
Photos like it's really hard to be really good at photo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's hard to be really good. It's very easy to be good. Like if you have a good camera setup and somewhat of an eye, you're a photographer. Like the barrier of entry is nothing, right? To be a really good photographer is hard.
Yeah.
I'll give respect to that. To baseline be a videographer, you just have so many more moving pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many pieces to it that matter. And one of them is like, oh, we have extra parts. Like we need to record audio, and it gets messy pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I feel like I was proud of myself and I covered all the bases.
When do we see your movie? You shot a movie, right?
When I put together, I just got it onto the hard drive, so
Oh God,
coming together.
you putting stuff on hard
Coming
drives.
to a screen
he
near you.
really demolishes hard drives. He's like, I have 17 hours in 4K.
It wasn't that much. I think in total it was like 55 minutes of video from like
not
4
that
days.
55. That's not bad at all. That's
Yeah.
not bad. You can edit that down to 4 minutes.
Yeah, so it was very concise, but
Some time lapses in there and stuff too.
no,
Okay.
no.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see it. When are you revealing it?
Whenever it's done, I'm not going to put too much
Good
pressure on
answer.
True
myself
artist.
Good
to
answer.
try and get it out like this weekend.
Good.
I think I don't even really know concisely what I want to do with it as of yet. I think I've got to sit down and actually take a gander at.
Yeah, you should
what I
probably release it at South by Southwest.
I don't even know what that is.
Is that a film festival?
Yeah.
Is that like the popular one?
Really,
Outside
really
Sundance.
embarrassing our creative team right now, guys. Holy moly. You guys need some culture.
I've heard of it. I wasn't sure what that was.
I thought it was an airline.
All right.
What else you got going on this week? We're getting a fucking dumpster outside.
It's not a dumpster. They're containers.
It's a backward dumpster.
They're containers. We're getting 2 40-foot. That's going to be enormous.
Yeah.
Like, I like that we're doing a podcast while it's getting dropped off, because by the time it gets here, it's going to be huge. But we're building a wall. Talk about culture.
Yeah.
Build the wall.
Do it.
So we're building one. Jordan's real slow
Just
today.
like a partial wall.
Yeah, it's a barrier,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm very excited for this wall, actually.
Good.
It's gonna be a prime photo.
So we're getting
shot.
the wall. We're trying to get ahead of some media stuff. So we're doing that. We onboarded a new technical designer. which in the design process, I was doing from the beginning to the end, which realistically I should not be doing.
Yeah.
I think with the amount of stuff that I have going on, I shouldn't. There's amount of detail that we need to focus on. So essentially now how design's working is I'm starting out as the visionary designer. I'm coming up with the fabrics and the overall look and the aesthetics of it. And then after you do that, for the people that don't understand, is you come up with a piece that you want to make. Like, let's say the bomber jacket, right?
Yep.
And you're like, okay, bomber jacket, but what makes this bomber jacket special? What's the fit look like? What's the lengths of the cuffs? What are the buttons made out of? What color is the stitching? What color is the fabric? What does the interior look like? What do the sleeves have as a liner? How big are the pockets? Do the pockets have zippers? What kind of zippers do they have? What do the zipper pulls look like? Like all these little tiny, how long are the pockets?
Yeah.
Are they 3-inch pockets or 4-inch pockets? And even something as simple as a bomber jacket, like it is a lot. And what I've been doing is I've been the visionary designer and then I've been building out my tech pack, which my tech pack's like 70% of the way there, and then working with the manufacturer, and it's created a lot of that extra 30% on the backside of back and forth.
Yeah.
And then, so now the process that we're doing is I'm still coming in as essentially the establishing visionary designer, where I come up with the item, the fabric, the fit, the stylization of it, the branding, everything like that. So the full look. But then essentially I'm passing it off to, let's say, like the architect. And then she's building out the line plan for it. She's building out the full tech pack with the measurements and all that stuff that I've been missing a little bit, missing 30% of. And then I'm coming back at the end to essentially be like the interior designer to put the final touches on. And then we're going into production. So that happened last week, which took up a lot of my time sort of onboarding her to the brand. And I think that was the first time that I really got to use our brand book outside of sharing it with the team. But like going over the brand book, the brand history, where we started, how the brand's gotten here. And it was like, whoa, this is a cool onboarding book.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. So still working a lot there, but feeling good, man. Doing all that stuff. Outside of that, I don't know what I have going on.
Dropped new oversized fleece today.
Like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago. It couldn't, the whole website could be on fire right now, and we don't even know. We got Josh out there.
Josh looks like he's under control, other than the foot tapping.
I've never seen him
that's his thing.
Not under control. Yeah, he looks like everything's fine. Well, that's our check on the website.
That, and then the rest of the month, we were shooting last week the North Fork hoodie, which we were coming out this month.
Which is a very cool item. I wish it was hanging behind me right now.
They're in the washer. We only have the shoot samples. We had to wash them.
Yeah, so we're doing a really cool hoodie. It's a lightweight, essentially it's a fishing hoodie. I think a lot of times when I ride side by sides or I'm out doing things, I wish I had like a lightweight hoodie to wear where I didn't get sunburned.
Yep.
And they make fishing hoodies that essentially, like when you go out on the boat, like you need protection from the sun all day. And we were like, man, we really need this lightweight, really cool thing. In the past, I've worn Core, I've worn a Moto.
That's what I was going to say.
It's a little bit heavier
Yep.
than that. So this is very, very light, very breathable. And it's our first duck camo piece, which is really exciting. So we just released our realistic camo, which I love. Jordan, you crushed those shots, by the way. I think all the little details in the camo, like I feel like every single photo I see, it's like there's a detail just perfectly highlighted.
Yeah.
It's so sick. And the duck camo is the same, so we're releasing that, and then a clean white version. But we wore it last week. I wore it for 3 days, and that was my thought. Was like, this is all I'm going to wear this summer. I'm going to wear our bro tanks, and I'm going to wear the fishing hoodie or the North Fork hood. North Fork named. So one of the things we're trying to do is name things after things, because if we just say fishing hoodie, then it makes it a fishing hoodie, but it's not a fishing hoodie. It's essentially for adventure. So, the place we're going up tomorrow, we have Flathead Lake and then all the rivers that feed into it. And there's essentially 3 forks. And Jordan has sex with those forks every single weekend.
That's inaccurate.
What do you do up there in the forks?
Don't have sex with them.
What do you do with them?
Anything but sex with them.
You make love to them.
I give them compliments.
Okay. You're in the friend zone with the
Yeah.
forks.
Staying in that zone.
But essentially 3 forks, and they're all pretty unique. And a lot of times we do adventure, we go up, for example, like the North Fork is what we're going up tomorrow. So we ended up naming it the North Fork hoodie, just because that's where we do a lot of our adventure, and that's where we're going to wear it the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, really excited about that item.
I'm gonna wear it a lot on the golf course.
Are you really?
Yeah. I have one right now from a different brand.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the soundboard's off.
Oh my gosh.
He turned.
What just happened?
All
All right.
We can boot it back up.
So that's a thing that happens,
Cameras are
apparently?
still rolling.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You turned off everything.
I'm so sorry, world. That is so.
All right, so we'll just give it a
Curious.
clap and restart it.
Yeah.
My bad,
I
guys.
heard the little click.
I was so confused.
I wasn't confused at all. I know exactly what happened.
All right, and it's now red, which means we're recording again.
All right, so our producer just hit the light switch that turned off
You were
everything.
giving him so many compliments to start
He's
this
doing,
episode.
You know what makes up for the mistake is his excitement.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
the
it's
excitement.
It's a thing on podcasts that whenever you've complimented someone on here, like you complimented me the one day on the soundboard, and then 5 minutes later I turned you to robot voice. The audio we couldn't use the whole.
Yeah.
It's almost like as soon as you put it in the universe.
Well, compliments is new for me. I don't give
that's-
compliments, and I'm trying to be a better person because I realize that people like appreciate compliments.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like give compliments, as lame as that is. But apparently my compliments are too powerful for people, and then they ruin everything afterwards.
Yep. So,
But you're doing great. Good recovery. I'm sure it's going to go great. Are you editing this video too?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Drone shots?
Why not?
Holding.
No,
Yeah.
no drone shots.
Why not?
Any surveillance footage.
Goodness gracious. All right, what's going on with you? Is it time for you to run yet? When do you run?
Saturday at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
So
Saturday
you're
morning.
racing Saturday.
Yeah, my birthday. It'll be like this.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going.
No one has to go. I mean, I don't even know what you do at a race. We just wait at the finish
No,
line?
you like cheer and you're there for emotional support. And I'll give you a
You
compliment.
guys don't need to do
Right
that.
before you start, I'm going to give you a really big compliment.
And I'll be like,
I'm gonna be like, I'm so proud of you. And you're like, tore my
I'm gonna
hamstring.
like malfunction and just fall over.
No, we'll be there for the beginning and the end.
That's up to you. I'm not.
Of course, dude. We got to support
Yeah.
you.
You could just be there at the end. You don't
You've
gotta be there at the
devoted
beginning.
your life to running. Where does it start at?
Depot Park.
Which one's that?
I think it ends
that's
at
one in the
Depot
center, right?
in
Right by the
Whitefish.
train station.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna dress like a complete nerd like everybody else?
I think I'm just gonna wear. So when I ran a test half marathon 2 weeks ago, and the only thing that bothered me during it was my like massive bicep rubbing against my my pec, and
Yeah,
it hurt
your massive
so bad.
pec. Yeah,
And I got done, and I was like, oh, that hurts.
yeah.
But it only happened on that side because on this side I had on my AI sleeve.
Oh, so you're gonna wear double AI sleeve?
No, I think I just need to like maybe put deodorant or something like on my arm. Is that that's I think like a runner thing?
No one here's a runner but you, bro.
I don't know. I'll have to check with my runner.
Can you call
people.
Nick Bear?
No, you can or should.
You want me to call him and say, "Hey, Austin's biceps and pecs are too big.
He's gonna
Should he
like-
put deodorant
He's
on
gonna
them?"
be like, who are you talking about?
I'm like, my little guy that's always around me.
That's the only thing that bothered me. That's Saturday. I'll be 37 officially.
Okay, so you have 3 more years of grinding until my doctor says you need to calm down.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, since the last episode, we didn't cover it. Got a 0 turn. And I'm an expert. See the lines I did this week?
I did not. Can you show me a photo?
It's worth me showing you a photo.
So grass is a pretty big deal. I'm glad that you're finally here. You came from the streets of hosing off your sidewalk
concrete.
with a hose. You know that, Jordan?
Yeah.
So you grew up.
Sheesh.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
It's pretty good, dude. Pretty good.
Big John Deere 0 turn. Guy.
Wow, this is. Are you gonna print this?
No,
How many photos do you have
My-
on there? I scrolled to the side. And there's just photos and photos of your grass.
it is just grass. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you are 37.
Yeah. My next project I haven't talked to you about yet, but I'm going to talk to you about it just when the time's
I'll
right.
bring over my heavy equipment
That's
and dig up your grass.
I want to see when we could do that.
Yeah.
So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos.
How deep do you want to dig down for the play set?
I have no idea.
I thought you've been watching YouTube videos.
I have, but like everyone has like their different methods.
And you're gonna dig down and lay gravel?
Rubber mulch. From what
so you're gonna do a base
and
then rubber mulch.
Base like the tarp.
Yeah.
And then
Recycled
mulch,
tires.
and then like some sort of wood system around it to like block it in. I see people doing.
Okay. Like a treated 4x or 6x6?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all I've seen so far. People online, I've seen everyone do it from like hand tools, which is obviously insane, to like real machinery, which is what you have.
Yeah. So can I make a swimming pool at your house?
We can do whatever. Yes. It's gonna be our time to.
Let's make a pond. What?
And then what?
We'll just dig down and make a pond.
Dig down low enough until we hit water.
Well, I'm sure we'll hit
That's
a pipe.
like 5 feet.
Yeah, we'll hit a pipe or something, and then that will fill up.
No,
with
I don't
water.
know. How much do I have to take off? I'll do all the research ahead of time.
You don't need to take off that much. I would take the grass up because the thing is, you want it to sit kind of flush. Yeah, so I would just take 2 inches. I mean, dude, it won't be hard to do. You get a flat shovel. How big is it?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna the one I saw that
you have a lot to do. Well, you got to run
like
first.
research.
Dude. You got to finish being a runner.
I'm gonna run first and do that whole thing and then do it. But
I have a bigger question. Okay.
Oh boy.
What is your purpose in life after you run the race?
Just continue to do what I'm doing, but I don't have to run anymore.
Yeah, but you always have some kind of driving purpose.
It'll be golf because it's summer. Golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
And what
I always get like these.
What are your goals with golf?
I want to play well in the Club Championship this year, which isn't like a number goal, but I want to play more tournaments, which is like not really. That's as easy as just like showing up, but I want to perform in tournaments.
You want to be that dude.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be that dude?
Last week we've had the season opener, and I was that dude for a couple holes.
When's the next time we play so you can actually prove that you're good? Because every time I play with you, you're bad.
Ideally before the Bulldog, which isn't until July.
Okay.
I'm down whenever. You want to do like an impromptu golf photo shoot that's really just golf? I'm your guy.
Okay.
So whenever you want to play.
All right, let's go play golf. After you're done running, we'll go play golf. And
usually we play on my birthday, but this year I got to fucking run on my birthday.
Why don't you do a double header like Bo Jackson?
I think I'm going to play nine on Friday morning.
Oh, yeah, because you're taking off Friday.
Yeah. My brothers and my dad get in on
Remember when I said about
Thursday.
being in your 30s, you can like grind?
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
here I am taking off.
You're just taking off work. You and Jordan both.
I'm in my 20s. I'm in the have fun.
Oh, you're supposed to be
phase.
drinking and having sex with
Exactly.
North Fork.
Exactly. Which I'm not doing.
But yeah, playground set. That'll be my
Oh, man,
the
you
next
got a
big project.
big summer ahead of you.
Yeah. I feel like I have to do it soon though because the baby already knows about it and she asks every day.
Just tell her shut up.
I tell her like, hey, you have to be patient. Great things take a while.
And what'd she say to that?
Then the next day she asks.
Do you make
again.
her run?
No, we race in the yard.
Who's faster?
Me.
Really? By a lot or just a little bit?
I let her think she's gonna win, and then
Yeah.
I pull away.
Good. Yeah. You can't let them get confident.
No.
You got to smash them down.
Yeah, I keep the speed going, but I want her to know that she's like close.
Yeah. You always give them hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
And then
on
at the last minute,
burners.
you're like, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
still the king of the castle.
And I like always conveniently have running shoes on. She just got like big boots on.
Yeah.
So I,
you,
like,
you put Legos down.
yeah. Run that way, and then I run the other way. It's fun.
Who's faster, you or Jordan?
I don't know if I'm
Ragz
fast.
by a lot.
Really? Jordan, I feel like Jordan's fast.
I'm not racing anybody.
Yeah.
I got like 3 more
I
days to
know,
just stay
I know.
healthy.
And then you're going to retire.
Everything I've done, everything I did this weekend, I was like, just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's only a half marathon, but then you're going to make the decision.
No, to keep running at the finish line.
Yeah.
No. That's the thing when I ran it last weekend, even the run I did this past weekend, I just don't have the mental capacity to run more than 45 minutes.
I have a hard time running because it gets
Boring.
there's so much time to think, and then I feel so guilty that I'm doing this instead of like lifting. I can like do a set, send a text message, do a set, or like I can like write down notes. And like running, I'm good for like half an hour, and then after half an hour, I'm like, I got stuff I need to do.
Yeah, and I know people will hate on this. It's not like I'm not. It's obviously a physical sport, but I think it's way more mental.
Way more mental.
Like
No one's gonna hate
if
on
we
that.
both had to go outside right now and run a marathon, we'd be like, yeah, we're going to do this until we fall over. But you have to like, I mentally get very exhausted running.
Yeah.
Just like I'm bored that I heard this song already. I tried listening to podcasts like 2 weeks ago, and the problem with that was I feel like I wasn't retaining any of it. And I was like, why am I even running? I should just be hitting balls or like lifting weights or having sex with North Fork or something. Just anything other than running. But I know people running and they do like their runner's high and they enjoy it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just don't.
Well, it's because you got to microdose mushrooms when you run.
Is that the trick?
That's what a lot of people do. They microdose drugs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do it.
I feel like that would stress me out running.
Seems really hazardous.
Yeah, like you get lost.
A lot of people do it. I don't know.
I will say that I know one of the issues that I have is I run like the same neighborhood.
Mhm.
So when you have to run 13 miles, but you're running a loop around a neighborhood,
You're kind of bored.
it gets, So maybe maybe if I was up in nature doing it, I'd enjoy it. But at the same point in time, I'd rather be outside golfing. Like my goal wasn't to become a runner. It was to run a half marathon. So like check that box. No.
Almost.
No, I did it. I just didn't do the race.
I
I ran a half marathon last
you have
weekend.
to do the race, dude. It's
Okay.
like saying I bench 350 in the gym and no one's
But
watching.
not in a meet. I guess
Yeah.
it is kind of same
That's
thing, isn't it?
the exact same thing.
Yeah, that checks out. All right.
Yeah. It's
But
like, I dunked a basketball this morning. No one saw me. Like, no, yeah, your Strava thing on your
I'm
watch.
trying-
Who cares?
I'm trying to think of if that's
It doesn't
a good
count,
analogy.
dude. It does not count. It doesn't count.
Okay. I don't know if it does.
It doesn't count, dude.
Jordan?
I think it counts for
Swing
different
vote.
reasons.
Yeah, it counts for reasons that don't matter.
That's fair.
How far is a half marathon?
13.1.
So I've done that over and over and over.
Probably.
But I would never say that I've done that because I feel like it's a thing you have to enter and do.
But so with lifting, it would be like, have you ever squatted 4 plates? Would you answer? And if you're not a power lifter, you'd still answer yes. Like you wouldn't answer.
Yeah, but I think it's different, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like
Because that's the thing, right? I could have benched 4 plates and had my ass up in the air and been equipped and all these different things that like.
But I think the difference there is if you're a power lifter and you say you bench 4 plates, then it's like, well, did you do it in a meet? Was it 3 white lights? All these different things. If you're just a gym bro
Yeah.
and you're not a competitive power lifter
you're
who
right.
does, then it's like you still benched 405.
All right, so here we go.
or
At the
squatted.
Masters, I might have done 13 miles that day in steps. Does that count as a half marathon? Because if that counts,
No.
and you've already done it twice.
That would be.
Oh, because now we're worried about speed? That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm
it
saying.
wouldn't be speed. It would be like a metric of like continuously doing an activity.
Oh,
think
and now
in-
you can't
intention-
stop. And that's what I'm saying.
Intention.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I'm saying we can't include intention. And
No,
then
because that's gray area.
yeah, all of a sudden that's where all these gray areas are. It's like maybe at the Masters we did a half marathon, but we stopped to get sandwiches and drink a beer. So it doesn't count because the intention wasn't there and we stopped and we weren't technically
Yeah.
jogging. Then all of a sudden you bring in all these other little gray area factors. That's what I'm saying about the half marathon. Like half marathon, bro, you got to get like the shirt
Yeah.
that says like, "Oh, I did a half marathon," and you have
They're
to be
doing
with,
long sleeves.
hell yeah, dude.
No, I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
You're gonna wear it.
No, I'm going to wear the North Fork. I don't need long
You're gonna
sleeves
hang
anymore.
it on your wall like you
No.
do with all your other little trinkets. You're a huge trinket guy, dude. When you die, you're gonna leave it to your daughter.
I started decorating the garage too.
Did you?
And I figured out what my vision is for it before the winter next
Are you
year.
gonna tell us?
I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a cab, almost like I want the interior to feel like, imagine you went to a cabin, like golf camp with weights.
A cabin.
I guess like I want the interior to feel like you walked into like a cabin.
What kind of cabin?
Like can I show you Pinterest?
Yeah.
People won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to verbalize what I'm saying right now.
Cabin.
And I want to get old school lockers
For what?
for the cabin.
Do I get my own locker?
You can, yeah. We could do like
Will it say my name on it? Do I have to buy in?
cabin nostalgia vibes. Those are like the couple photos I saved so far. How do you explain that?
It's Evan Satrapani's basement where he trains.
Wait, what? You clicked on a different picture.
No. Okay, cabin vibes. Yeah, I mean that's cabin vibes. That's
that
summer.
how you would
that's
explain
summer
it?
camp. Yeah. All right.
I I
like
that,
it.
I feel like that.
It doesn't seem like you.
No, but I wanted to feel. I feel like that's cool.
It's very cool.
It's that, but then with like
I think if you push a little golf flair in there, it'd be
Yeah.
really, really cool.
golf flare, and then I want to get
Like you trade out the reds, so it's almost like the locker room at Whitefish. Like that feels
Yeah.
very like classic.
I want it to feel like classic, old school golf locker room.
Hell yeah, proud of you, bud.
But with I'm gonna get weights in there too, so it'll be
yeah,
be my studio.
yeah. I'll send you the York. I'll sell you the York dumbbells from the hangar.
You say you were keeping them
I am, but I'll sell them to you for a price.
like under $1 a pound.
No, I mean they're pretty historic and they're in really great.
The one day I
it's a
was
full
thinking
set.
about telling you I'd buy the Watson dumbbells, but I don't want them.
No, they're too heavy.
Yeah.
And the grips are too big. No, never mind. I retract my offer.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. That's how my
Yeah.
brain works. Opportunity only knocks once.
That's a saying, right?
Yeah.
It is a saying.
I think it's an airline too.
Southwest by Southwest.
All right, let's wrap this up. I want to go see what
Already?
these containers look like. Yeah, dude.
Dude, give
It's
the
only been
people what they
14
wanted.
it's only been 14 minutes
Well,
of
I
the
forget
podcast.
what the original recording was because Jordan knocked everything over.
Jordan,
Things happened.
things happen. See, no stress, dude. He's in his 20s.
That's what I need.
And that's me too. I'm just like, I don't care. Whatever, you screw up the whole podcast. It doesn't matter. I don't feel stressed because I'm in my 40s.
Intention and
Life's almost over. It doesn't matter anyway.
no.
Right? That's
You're about to be what? 43?
47.
No, you're not.
No, I'm just joking. No, I think I'm 40. I think I'm turning 42. I've been saying 42 for a very long, or maybe I'm 40. Am I 43?
You were born in 84.
3.
I think you're right. I think 42.
I was born in 88.
Wait, how old am I?
Well,
Can you figure it out real quick?
what would I do? Subtract 2025 by what?
By 19.
So the answer is 42, but does that mean you are? No, you're turning 42.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
42
Woof.
this year.
I'm not ready for 43. That's too old.
Do you feel like you're ready for 42?
Well, I've been saying 42. Like last year, I think when I turned 41,
You
I just
thought you
said
were-
I was 42. So I've been saying 42 for a year, and I'm fine with that. But 43, oof, that's a different age.
That's like a cheat code is to say you're 1 year ahead.
Yeah.
So that you get to live
I started
that
saying
year
I was,
twice.
when I was 37, I started saying I was 40.
Damn.
So for 3 years, I was 40. And then when I turned 40, I was like, oh, I've been 40 for 3 years. What does it matter?
That kind of checks out.
Yeah, I'm an old man, dude.
You going anywhere for your birthday? I asked you that the other day.
No,
You
I don't
know yet,
travel
right?
at all this month. I don't travel at all this month, which is sitting odd with me.
You're going to Yellowstone.
No, that's next month. I'm not
Oh.
going anywhere this month. I don't have any travel planned at all.
Good for you.
That's
And
good.
It's I don't know how to feel about it.
Well, it's been nice out here, so you should be enjoying
but I
it.
also it feels weird not traveling. So
Yeah, but just think about it. Close your eyes and
Okay.
imagine us building my playground, and you
Ooh,
not
and
traveling.
watching you run.
Like it, like instead of you being in Cabo,
Uh-huh.
getting served whatever you get served there, tacos,
Getting
and
massages and
cervezas.
tacos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
in my yard,
Okay.
and I'll serve beer or whatever you want,
Okay.
and we're doing like heavy John Deere shit.
Ooh, but I don't have a John
And
Deere.
things.
I have John
I have
Deere.
a cat and a bobcat. That's-
Better yet, imagine you going up the North Fork
Uh-huh.
and having sex with all the forks.
Oh my God, you're disgusting,
Jordan,
bro. You
come on,
can't say
man.
It's
that.
an option.
This is a PG
You're in your
podcast.
How would I even have sex with the North Fork?
Just do it the way I do it. I don't know what that is.
explain? Oh, I thought we were about to get him in
Just
a trap.
do it how I do it. No, exactly. He just incriminated himself.
Pun intended.
I'm opening myself to the world.
You want to build a playground?
Yeah.
Everybody could build a playground. This shit could be popping.
You should have the whole staff over.
That'd be great.
That'd be so funny.
That's our Friday project.
It's like, hey
I
guys,
mean, there'd
we're getting
be-
ready for the car show. We're all gonna go around.
There'd be
Austin.
3 people that would be ripping, and everyone else would just be staying around talking to Nod.
Yeah. Who would be the 3 people? Me,
Me, you, Tristan, Jordan,
Drew,
Drew.
and everyone else would be distracted by Nadia just
Yeah,
yelling orders at me.
yeah.
Damn.
All right. Listen, I want to go see what these things look like out here. Make sure this guy didn't like put them crooked.
That's what his original intention was.
He said, "Hey, this is a big truck. I can't really get them straight. So just tow it with your truck."
Well, when you were out there before I came in here, he was driving like through the volleyball field.
Really?
to get over there. Yeah, I guess that's how he would have needed to do it. And then when
We should go.
but when I saw him doing it, I was like, oh my god.
So he's driving through the volleyball court.
He was like, I guess behind it, coming up on the side.
Perfect.
We should go check it out.
Yeah, let's go check that out because that has me worried a little bit.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Another flawless episode.
It's your job to show up with topics, bro.
I know. Well, now that Jordan's in charge, I'm going to put topics on him.
He can't even handle not turning the lights off. He can't fly a
This
drone.
was a good
He
test
can't-
run for him. He could
Oh,
fly.
I'm a big drone guy now.
Are you?
I am.
He was flying it in
Are you
Utah.
better than Austin?
Probably.
Right now, probably.
Yeah.
We should have a competition.
I need like a little more practice with it. Because I didn't switch the controls until the last run last week. I'll crash the shit out of that thing tomorrow.
Oh my God.
But no, tomorrow I'm just doing,
Say goodnight, Dana. You're doing handheld tomorrow. Come on, guys.
thank God. Good night, Dana.
Good night, Dana.
That was a fun one.
Flawless execution.